said, Larry, it will be the home for NFL football until 2020 as you get a look inside the intimate StubHub Center here in Carson. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Taylor. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Taylor now to throw on third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Taylor. Right side caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And here we go on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Larry Fitzgerald with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Taylor. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mark Barron able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's got room. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Here we go.
Here's Taylor operating from the gun. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mark Barron able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They go to Elliott again. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing, Cousins. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So that last play called back after the penalty, 2nd and long here.
Let's go.
To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, Taylor. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Johnson, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Caught left side by Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Taylor now, operating from the gun. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Taylor on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Taylor to throw on second down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Throw it long, it can be a big play. You throw it short, it could be a big play for Deshaun Jackson. Yards after catch, always a big part of his game.
Talking about speed, only Tyreek Hill was measured with a faster play last year than Deshaun Jackson, who hit 22.6 miles per hour on a touchdown versus the Cardinals in Week 13. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Here's Taylor looking to throw on second down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw, Cousins. Being chased out left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Elliott. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the offense lining up first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he is knocked down from the side. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Come on, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Taylor eluding the pressure right. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get up here to the 26. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returnable for Lockett. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
They go play action with Taylor. Underneath for Johnson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. It's Taylor. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, Taylor. And that is incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Cousins now on second down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On third down, Cousins. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So out come the Chargers. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ohio.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 42. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Taylor now to throw on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
To throw is Taylor. Operating from the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Taylor running the option left. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Come on, let's go.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. 2nd down, Cousins. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Lockett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Taylor. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Again, it's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. From midfield now, here's Taylor. It's Kelsey on the ground, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Taylor will throw again. Screen plays, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Taylor to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing now is Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play.
Here we go.
Now it's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Taylor will throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Throwing here, Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carry now for Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman, and he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Denver, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.